You picked a fine time to leave me now. You left the stage, I became a star. This city's on silent mode, yeah. This city's on silent mode, silent mode, silent mode. You went up to the shop and feel the heat. Our dear sister is protecting you indeed.
Okay, so,
Word up to the mother young.
woo!
Silent mode.
All right. In the studio tonight, Bobby Bang Bang. How's it going, Bobby Bang Bang?
Well, man, good to be here. Good to see you. Take part in another session with the listeners, viewers. Yeah, man. Good to hang. Got a little drink tonight. It's a rarity that I do.
Yeah, what's the occasion? What's the occasion?
Oh, no occasion really, man. I don't have to be up at the crack of dawn in the morning. That's the occasion. Yeah, man. A lot of wage slaving for me, my friend. Yeah, I'm a laborer, you know. I don't mind it. I notice it gives me structure with which I apply discipline in things. I get things done. I make a routine for myself. I have to be at work every morning at 9, so I get up at about 5:30, so I can spend about an hour rummaging through interwebs and drinking coffee while I wait for that bowel movement. And then I engage in about 20-25 minutes of Pilates, followed by a Tabata workout, with some 35-pound dumbbells, and then I do some Wim Hof breathing with an ice shower.
Oh, yeah, the Wim Hof method.
The Wim Hof method, yeah, man. Dude's so gangster. Yeah,
Did you find you had to ease into that? I mean, you can't just start off right with the ice, can you?
you can, it's like a kind of, I think Wim Hof himself would say, face your fears, Like, don't be a pussy about it. Like, go for it.
So is he with us still?
Come again?
Is he with us still?
Yeah. He's I think he's from Holland. I always want to call him Scandinavian, but I'm pretty sure he's from Holland. So
he's an old dude.
I guess a Netherlander, yeah. And he's talking into this incense like it's a mic. Dude, I don't know. He's full of energy. You check out his YouTube even. I'm not trying to plug Wim Hof, but it makes me feel good, and it makes me capable of being a fucking ninja every day.
Kick ass. Let's plug Wim Hof.
And if it doesn't accomplish anything else, when you get out of the ice cold bath or shower, you feel like a fucking badass,
Oh, yeah, dude, you feel like a goddamn rock star, huh?
So I try to spend at least 3 to 5 minutes under the ice cold, as cold as I can get it. And it's starting to get hot around here. I'm in central Missouri, and it gets warm. You know all about warm there.
It gets warm when you're in the water. You actually start getting warm.
Oh, well, with the Wim Hof method, yeah, you're essentially neurohacking and bypassing your autonomic nervous system in order to trick your body into, well, I don't know the best way to articulate it, but what's happening is you push past that flight or fight situation when your body's being bombarded by ice cold water. Something tells you to get away from it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you're basically forcing a kind of pranayama-esque meditation over it, which disengages you from that physical attachment and the temporal senses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so you dissociate?
You could say that. Wim Hof himself likes to say, he has a funny accent, but he likes to say, now you're getting high on your own supply.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Well,
He even does a little of this. He'll tap on the diaphragm, tap on the chest, back of the neck, and then forehead, tapping that kundalini.
Yeah.
That kuchete. Yeah, man. But
you probably up on me a little bit. Yeah, this microwave is beeping and these fans are making noise. Let me turn that off real quick. Okay, I adjusted that other camera a little bit. Yeah, we got a dead cat right out here on the back porch. My roommate, he had 2 beloved cats from his wife who died. He's a widower, and the cat was real old. It kind of started acting strange, and then he told me today. He said he thought it was dead, and I said, "Why do you think it's dead?" And he said, "Because it's not moving." And I went in there and looked, and it may have still been alive, but it wasn't moving. You know what I mean? and now it's it's definitely dead. It's definitely.
Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh yeah, me too. I mean, I was real sad about it, but it is kind of it's one of those things that kind of makes you go, wow.
Well, usually cats and dogs will go, they'll find a quiet place like up under a porch that people have forgotten about since 1943.
Yeah. And I think he was just old. I mean, he wasn't in any pain or anything like that. Of course, Gunter was just fascinated with this cat.
During his life, you mean?
Well, yeah, because Gunter's been living with these two cats for I guess several months now, or maybe a couple months.
Right. Yeah.
We'll refresh that camera real quick. So, what do you got any?
There's a beauty about that puppy dog fascination with the feline species.
Oh shit! Oh, fuck. Oh man, I moved. Oh, okay, that's all right. I fucking ran into that camera and knocked it to the side. So, did you get it? Do you got any burning desires? Any topics that you were thinking about talking about?
Well, I kind of just felt like hanging, and I thought that as per norm, some fascinating shit would come up between the two of us.
Oh yeah.
Usually does.
It really does. To you and me, we're just normal guys, but the truth is, we're, as far as like worldviews and shit like that, we're way out there on the frontiers of human experience, And a lot of the people that we know are like that too. So we just kind of seem normal, But and I don't know if you're like me, but I, in my normal everyday life, I don't talk about stuff like this. It's just a separate world, I have my people like you and like other people that we know, and it's just natural to talk about these things. But anybody else in the regular world, they're on a disconnect, they're totally asleep.
It's been a strange run, that's for sure, man. It's been a strange run.
Yeah.
I don't need to get into it, but I haven't talked to you in a minute. Is Casbolt out of the can?
I don't know.
Any word on that? I know people get inflamed about it. You bring it up, they're like, whatever.
Well, I don't know. No one's really ever complained to me, which I thought was kind of weird. Yeah, because I kind of expected to catch some heat for all that. But I published a letter from him just the other day that was to Seven, that lady in Germany. And, she sent it to me, and then after she sent it to me, it was very brief, but I realized it was just the PS part. So, there's the main bulk of the letter, we really didn't get to read. But in the letter that I read, it said that he said that he hadn't been on the internet since like 2014. So if there's anybody out there claiming to be him and that they're posting stuff, it's not him. That's basically all it said.
Sure.
And so, and that very same day, I talked to Carmen. Me and Carmen have been been pretty decent little friends. She's very cool. You know that. You know her better than I do.
She's a sweetie. Yeah, she's a sweetie. She has a beautiful voice too.
Oh my gosh, she's amazingly beautiful. What do you mean? She's a singer?
She sings. Yeah, she's a singer. She did some grunge stuff in the '90s, man. Some phenomenal shit.
Oh, wow.
She's really good.
Oh, that's awesome.
But yeah, dude, if I don't know, ask her to send you a link because she's got some shit out there. I can't think of the names of it.
I didn't even know that.
She's really good. Her voice is just beautiful.
I knew she was an artist.
Here,
I just didn't know.
Every now and then I'll see something. She'll, I guess she picked the guitar back up and she's writing songs again, which for a long time she didn't because of whatever reasons. I don't know. I think negative self-talk.
Does she play it with one hand, the guitar?
With one hand?
Yeah.
Oh, because of her injury?
Well, I don't. She told me something about that. like she's missing an arm or something. But I don't know if that.
No, she's. I don't know. I don't know how impeded she is with her guitar playing with that injury, but she definitely had an arm mostly severed in a motorcycle wreck when she was younger. Yeah, but I think she has some functionality.
Oh, okay. I mean, I didn't know.
Because I'm pretty sure she's still playing. I mean, I'm pretty sure she's, shared stuff with me.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I've never met her in person, and so she told me that, so I just imagined that, that, and I couldn't remember, but I knew there was something from her childhood or for someone a long time ago or something.
Yeah. Yes, there was an injury from an accident, I believe. She's beautiful. I'm pretty sure she can play still.
Yeah. What about your music? What have you been doing?
It's kind of shameful. I haven't done anything really lately. I play my guitar every now and then, but I don't have the data space to open the apps that I need.
I know it. I guess it runs into a bunch of, in other words, they got these.
And I might get caught in the.
They got these DAWs, these digital audio.
Oh, are we freezing up?
Well, you were freezing up there for a second. Am I freezing up on you?
No. There was a delay. Go ahead.
Okay.
They got what?
I hear good things about like GarageBand or whatever working on phones or tabs, but I mean, how good can that really be?
Yeah. I mean, most of my shit that I've done on the phone, and I've done some pretty elaborate things, like from scratch with it. But I'm sure if you have, technology-wise, the things we're capable of now on something like a iPhone GarageBand app are comparable to, like, Acid Pro in 2000, which was pretty badass. You could do a lot. You can do a lot with Pro Tools in the late 90s. You know what I mean? That, like, yeah, I mean, the things you could... It's a little confining. I mean, I still have... If I wanted to do analog shit, I guess I'm just... I guess I've been spoiled by the conveniences of modern technology because I still have a digital 8-track, which isn't even analog, I guess. But, I've got the old Tascam and guitars and stuff.
Right, you can loop.
So I could still go.
You can make loops, do overdubs, do everything you need to do.
Yeah.
For real.
Wow, man, I found some really, really cool shit, actually, I need to sample. I found some, I shouldn't even say it on a show, should I? I found some cool music, man, that people have forgotten about that it's gonna remix fat. It's gonna be fucking cool.
Some cool music you found?
Yeah, some retro, just say some throwback, man. I found some throwback.
Is it original material or what?
In the early days of studying how people respond to different tones, and I think how brainwave frequencies and entrainment work. As far as getting people to buy what you want them to buy, that sort of thing.
Out you got some Tavistock shit going on there,
definitely some Tavistock input in this business. Dude. I found some really cool music that was definitely created probably solely for those purposes.
Yeah.
That I want to steal little bits of and make into a dope beat.
Yeah. Man, the weirdest thing, and I don't know if I told you about this, and I think this is 2 or 3 months ago, brother, I wrote a hit song. I mean, a hit. It's a dance song. It's like a pop song, you know what I mean? And it's not, I've got the hook and everything, and the words are great. It needs a chick to sing it. But the sounds, I crafted each one of the sounds individually. It just pulls you in, and you're just like mesmerized.
I'm digging the music, dude. I like silent mode.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like it. It's grooving, dude. It's a good groove. Yeah, man. I heard another one recently. I guess I should have refreshed before we started chatting so I could get on it. But there was had some guitars and stuff, but it said I wasn't sure if you were playing guitar or wrote the guitar part, or if it's one that I'd heard somewhere before, or did you buy a guitar part, or you know what I'm talking about, maybe?
Who, me?
Yeah, I think there were some aerial shots of you on a motorcycle, somebody on a motorcycle.
No, I wrote that song. That's called Stepfather, and I wrote it for my audience because it's, the target audience is about, for that genre of music, it's about 15, 17 years old, so they're mad at their stepdad and everything. The truth is, I really wrote the lyrics for my old lady because I was so mad at her. I said, and until you leave, I'll smash everything, so it's really between me and a chick, but the idea is that it's a stepfather type figure. But no, I wrote that whole song, but David Beeson, who's a guitar teacher here in Austin, who is also not really from Lubbock, but from another town. I've known him forever. He makes a living as I gave him the melody, and he played the guitar parts and stuff.
Nice. Yeah, it sounded really good, and the songwriting was there. It was well done.
I'm redoing that right now because there was some issues with the knowing exactly what key I was in and everything like this, and then with the exotic tunings that they got on guitar now. And so my new roommate, his name is Jim Hutchins. He's a professional piano player, if you can imagine that.
Wow, cool.
He played at the top 5-star restaurant in Houston for like 15 years. He was their number one guy. But he moved down here, and so I've been helping him get some gigs, like at these fine Italian restaurants and shit. As a matter of fact, just here in a few days from now, and started a website and everything, ostexpiano.com, for doing piano lessons and doing that kind of shit. And then also I'm trying to get some other piano players and start a little deal like that,
Cool, yeah, cool.
He's in here living with me. We got his piano studio in there, and everything. So it's a great opportunity for me to get some piano tracks.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Speaking of pianos, you ever watch the huge pianist, the Owen Benjamin, on YouTube? Have you ever heard of him?
Owen Benjamin?
Huh?
No.
His shit's been really good lately. He does live streams like every day. He's a comedian that was getting work in Hollywood and then realized how dark and fucked up everything in Hollywood is, and he had a couple small children, so he's like, fuck this shit, I'm moving to the woods, and moved down to the woods, and he's raising goats and ducks and chickens and shit like that. And he plays the piano, and he gets on a live stream, and he tickles some ivories and spouts rhetoric and about fucked up shit going on in the world. But anyway, it's a good listen, man. It's good. It's how I decompress, I guess.
I'll check it out. Owen Benjamin.
Yep. He's he's researching moon landings. He's like, this is total bullshit. He's researching just everything that's going on. He's kind of a public figure. I mean, more than myself anyway, more than most folks I know. And he's using his platform to try and help wake people up.
That's badass. Let me hit this button. I gotta, because I only get like 11 minutes on this one.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, it has stopped. Okay, but it's going again now. But yeah, that was I got a kind of a humbling experience or wake up experience today. I've got that website, but I started a new business. Believe it or not, it's dog walking. So it's Trust Round Rock Dog Walking Service. And there's something really dynamic going on right now with Facebook and Instagram. And Facebook is rewriting the rules of marketing single-handedly, and they're doing it because they can. There's nobody can do what Facebook can do. And of course, we have to put on our jacket where we say, okay, Facebook is invading our privacy and stuff like that. Even the common person says this. But I, as an entrepreneur, also have to put on that other jacket and say, hey, how can I make some money with these new trends and stuff? And let me tell you, it's just mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. I mean, social media, all that stuff, if someone was an expert in social media 6 months ago, that's worth this much right now. Zero. Nothing. They're redoing everything. It's all fucking brand new, all new rules, all new games, all new. I mean, and they're just moving so fast. You know, it's fucking unbelievable.
It trips me out, dude. Actually, the reason I got a hold of you tonight, when I was on my last break at the restaurant, I was having a smoke with my guys, and scrolling through Facebook and saw your Trust Rock. What is it?
Trust Round Rock. That's the name of a town out here. Let me get my sign real quick.
Round Rock sounds like an anti-flat Earth meme.
I live in Pflugerville, and then right next to Pflugerville is Round Rock.
Yeah.
But I got mine.
So anyway, I saw the Trust. Yep, Trust.
Well,
and we watched your commercial. And the only thing that I think it was lacking was I don't remember you saying San Antonio area or Pflugerville or anything.
Well, San Antonio's too far away, but Pflugerville, it's just kind of implied. I really hadn't, decided, ideally in the future,
Austin, my bad,
on all these little communities around here. Is the idea.
Like Greater Austin?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you got to throw that into your ad.
Yeah, definitely. And I had a date. I went on I'm going to admit, a Tinder date with some chick a couple months ago, and she owned a dog grooming business, where they, kind of upscale grooming and stuff, but they also did some dog walking and some other stuff like this. And I got the lowdown from her because everyone thinks, oh, they're going to start a restaurant or, think about starting a dog walking business. Then they think, oh, no, it's oversaturated. There's too many people doing it. Not here, not right now. There's more demand than there is supply. And I found that out from an insider. So I'm all over it.
Oh, that's awesome. Hey, speaking of, I hear my dog barking. I wonder if he's all right. I put him in his crate in his house.
Is he whining or what?
Yeah, he just started barking aggressively. Like, not aggressively, but like sometimes he'll bark when he needs to poop. So I might need to make sure he's good.
Yeah, do whatever you got to. Yeah, we edit these things, so.
Yeah. He just stopped. If he keeps going, I might go just bring him up here and let him hang out.
Yeah. The audience likes to check him out and everything.
What do you think about this Isaac Copy guy?
Isaac what?
Isaac, I don't know how you say his name. Copy.
What does he do?
Okay, so apparently in the last few days, another one of these Hollywooders, a dude, I don't know what he did in Hollywood, but he was making videos and posting them online about how he was going to expose satanic pedophile rings in Hollywood. But from what I understand, he never came with the meat and potatoes. Like it sounded like he was dangling carrots, maybe, potentially. I don't know. Before anybody gets mad at me, I don't know. I didn't pay attention to him. I don't pay attention to a lot of these people anymore because I keep seeing people jump on this MK Ultra bandwagon. Let me get some attention and say I'm a mind control slave or whatever they want to say.
I'm not going to mention their name, but somebody that came into my life that y'all already knew about, and I didn't have the lowdown on him, and you and some other friends of mine came and said, hey man, this guy's no good or whatever. I'm not going to mention his name. You know what I'm talking about. Okay.
Yeah, it's all over, man. It's all over the place, and I don't know. I guess it's an ego thing, or you could call it archons or whatever. That could be Yaldabaoth.
Yeah, and I don't know, and even some of the fake ones are probably maybe under some type of mind control or something. I mean, it's hard to know. But now, I think kind of in line with this guy, what you're talking about in Hollywood, and once again, I don't know. Did we talk about Chester Bennington and the guy from Soundgarden, Chris Cornell?
Chris Cornell. I'm hungry! He has a badass voice, dude. That guy can fucking belt.
Did you ever?
Hey, so this guy Copy suicided apparently, but it sounds more like this dude was doing the Hollywood thing for lollipops and fancy pants, and way too fucking needing attention. Started putting shit out there for clicks, clicks, likes, subscribes, or whatever. Like saying, "Hey, I'll expose these pedophiles and shit in Hollywood," when really he wanted attention, and then he was depressed because his life was a mess and he wasn't getting the lollipops and fancy pants, so he threw himself off a bridge.
Yeah, right.
So that's what it sounded like. And then I saw the bridge, and it's 20 feet at best. And it's like, well, if I was going to off myself, or if somebody was going to off you and suicide you, why would they throw you off of a short overpass? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it doesn't make.
It's a short overpass somewhere in Arizona. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. No, a lot of it doesn't make sense. But I implore you to look into that. That's a fascinating one.
It really is. Along those same lines, this newspaper right here is Austin American Statesman, Thursday, May 16th. Okay, that was basically yesterday. Check this out. Dallas police raid Catholic diocese offices. They raided the Catholic Church in Dallas.
Wow.
I'm sure you can guess why.
Oh, certainly.
For the same old shit they've been doing.
For fancy pants and lollipops.
Yeah, exactly. And just on and on and on. The Archdiocese of Dallas, when they asked him in a big press conference if he was going to give up the names of these people and everything like this, check out what he said. Okay, hold on. Wait, that's on the back page. You're going to flip out what this guy said. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. This is a direct quote from the Bishop Diocese of Dallas when they're asking, in a press conference if he's going to turn out these names and stuff like this. He says, when asking for a specific file or a specific piece of information, I may not be able to talk about specifics, Burns said. But I am able to talk about the spirit of this diocese being so very transparent. It's all a big PR campaign.
Yeah.
Can you believe that shit?
Well, I can.
They're talking about 30 priests. I didn't even know I had that many. God damn.
Catholicism is dark, man.
As dark as it gets.
It is. And I feel like me personally, I know we have differing views on a lot of this stuff. I've been growing more and more, trying to grow more Christian.
No, I know that.
And really feeling it. I may not be able to speak on it so well with the spirits. I notice that turns me a little darker, when I'm drinking.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, dude, I can't help but look at everything happening in this world and know that it's just so. It's just everything's being fulfilled. Everything that is written about biblically, and when you know the history of it a little bit. It's like the Romans realized that there was this threat to the servitude, to their ability to subjugate the people, the populace, and they realized, hey, we need to fucking lasso this bitch, and they basically put their own spin on it and monopolized off of that. And they did it for a long-ass time. And when you realize that and know that, and like really, I don't know, read the words of the Bible. It's like all this shit that's happening, Jesus knew it was going to happen. That Yeshua dude knew what was up. And you know, for a long time I'd buy into the Gnostic stuff. You know, like this is Kundalini stuff, or he was an ascended master type theosophical jargon. You know, and it's like, nah, dude, I think I was deceiving myself with all that shit. I think I was really deceiving myself with all that shit. And you know as well as I do, there's power to be harnessed in goetic magic and in fucking, you know, any kind of magic, really. I mean, if you're willing to open up to these energies, they'll come and they'll
Have a party.
you know, grant you wishes and shit. Yeah, they'll come to the party. So, I don't know, on the other side of all that, and having delved into it and reading the Life of Levi and reading, you know, Pike and Hall and all these guys, I don't know, dude, just on the other end of it, Wait, you know, I've read some, he did a lot of the translations. Anyway, it's just, yeah, dude, it's that same battle, it's that same saga continued, and just on the other end of the spectrum.
Yeah, and I mean the game's getting hot. It's getting hot, and
it's you know, it's showtime. It's showtime.
It really is, because we're going to be, you know, I'll make this prediction right now. You and me personally are going to be drawn. We're already being drawn into this thing. You know what I mean? Drawn, you know, as roles. I don't know, not very defined yet, but what, you know, we're going to have roles.
Oh yeah, and that makes me think of this whole like non-player character thing. What do you think about that? Do you think there's NPCs, they call them, you know, non-player characters? Like in a video game, you've got bad guys that are basically just programs. It's just a program that's running to throw you off course.
Well,
or
let me tell
do you think there's human beings that aren't actually real, soul bearing?
It really is starting to look like that. Even you know, a big percentage, I don't know if half or whatever, are really not like full human beings or something like that, or but they even don't know it. You know, they're just, you know. But it's fascinating what the psychologist said. The guy Carl Jung.
Mm-hmm.
His very first book was about UFOs and UFO experiences, and he had an experience where he saw a bunch of people down at the stream or something like this, but everyone, including himself, I think, or he wasn't sure about himself, every one of the people was actually like a holographic projection from a UFO. Like we're just projections from it. There's a UFO up there somewhere that's just invisible. It's just projecting you. I mean, it's weird as shit, man.
Yeah, man, I struggle with all that with my cosmogony. You know, I used to be really excited about the prospect of you know, intergalactic intelligences meddling in our affairs, but I don't think it's that. There's a woman who just did I didn't watch the whole thing, but I caught the beginning of it. She did a Joe Rogan. I try to avoid Joe Rogan because he's paid by somebody.
Yeah.
Because he's a smart guy.
Mm-hmm.
But he used to be a moon landing denier.
Yeah, and now he's not.
And now he's not. But he's had Neil deGrasse Tyson on his show, and you know, he's rubbing elbows with all these pretenders.
Company line.
And even guys like Graham Hancock, I feel like he's pushed for the same reason that, you know, Gordon Wasson, who introduced America to the magic mushroom in the 1960s, and Terence McKenna and Timothy Leary all have connections to the CIA.
Yeah, but you had to. I mean, you know, they're not going to let you be a big person and not be at least given.
Yeah, there's a reason that Joe Rogan can run around Hollywood with a fucking briefcase like Hunter Thompson's,
full of cocaine or whatever,
full of anything, everything, and talk about it on his podcast and never get fucked with. He's got a pass. He's got a pass because he's promoting this shit to the kids, and I think that where it leads is to Gnosticism or solipsism or
Scientology is where it leads to. It's the free.
All these things, and simulation theory. All these things.
Yeah, supposedly Alex Jones and Joe Rogan are having just a huge feud right now, and I'll tell you, Josh Reeves has totally figured out this. It's like a cycle. He's like, right now that they're having this, they're just about to become buddy again. I mean, he can totally predict what these guys are going to do.
Well, they did, and they got gay about it. I mean, not gay.
No. He said they were doing that too. I mean, I don't know about that, but yes, exactly. And yeah, so Josh Reeves blows me away, man. You know what he's discovered recently, and he's not saying that he's still alive or anything like that, but for sure, the whole Tupac assassination, that shit didn't happen, dude.
I believe that.
That shit was like Sandy Hook or something.
Yeah, Boston bomb.
Happen,
That's funny.
Oh, grab my deal here. Oh, yeah. Oh shit! I better edit that out because I was messing around with this chick that worked for YouTube, and that is the one thing that'll get you fucked off on YouTube, is trying to say that these false flag events are false flag events. They shut your shit down.
So they got algorithms looking for phrases like Sandy Hook.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
Interesting. I don't doubt it for a second.
I knew this other chick. She's one of my housekeepers, and she worked for YouTube. And what they had her doing is looking at basically child pornography, and she just couldn't handle it, and she quit and everything. I mean, that's a terrible job. You know what I mean? Just like busting people that were doing shit like that on YouTube. I guess private videos. And
dude, I get this shit gets me heated, dude. The trans things really, I don't know. I'm sure we don't. I don't know whether or not you and I agree on any of this shit, but I feel like pushing the transgender shit to young children is fucked up as it can get.
It really is, and involved,
and this kid Desmond is amazing. I don't want to give him any credit by saying his name, but this is like an 8-year-old drag queen.
I've heard of him.
It's an unfortunate situation. I want to talk shit. I want to say little fucking fag or whatever, but that's not cool. No, he was born into a fucked up family with a mom that he's being exploited is what's going on.
Just like Judge Scalia, that Supreme Court judge, doesn't he have like a grandkid or something that's like wanting to be 8-year-old transgender or something?
Probably. And there's a man in Texas, in your state, whose wife is a pediatrician, and his young boy, she's trying to convince he's a girl. And so in this divorce, the wife has gone through all the litigation or all the legal proceedings to compel this man to refer to his son as a girl, or be imprisoned for not. And if he implies to his son that he is a boy and not a girl, it's punishable by imprisonment. And it's just like, what the fuck? What? It was on some InfoWars shit. There's a whole hour with the guy.
He will go to prison if he says the opposite of the truth?
Yes. Yeah, if he implies at all that his boy is not a boy, Or I mean, if he implies that his boy is a boy to his boy, he has to call him her, and he's like, I won't do that. He's a Christian guy. He's like, no, I'm going to prison, and that would be me too, dude. I'd be going to prison.
Yeah.
Because it's like, and that's not even the kicker. Is that the state is behind what do you call it? Puberty blockers, where they're basically beginning to fuck the kid's hormones up so that he'll
and they're doing that shit in
Texas? This is in Texas, yeah.
Wow. You usually think of Texas as being real conservative.
I think I'm lucky to be in Missouri at this point because we just enacted a law that nobody can fuck with our gun laws.
Oh, that's kick-ass.
Isn't it?
Yeah, nobody can take away y'all's guns?
That's right.
It's badass.
Yeah, so this normalizing pedophilia, normalizing just all kinds of fucking...
Oh, yeah. Well, you remember I went after that one lady, for saying she was normalizing it and everything like that. She did a rebuttal on me.
Can you not say her name?
Oh, no, I can say her name. It was Terry Joyce.
Right.
The Freedom of Joyce. I'm embarrassed, dude. It's like, I watched this rebuttal or whatever that she did, and some people warned me about it, too. They're like, kind of let me down easy or whatever. I was like, I started watching it. I was like, do I owe this lady some money or what? I mean, dude, it's weird. She must have a crush on me or something. I mean, she was practically, it was weird, dude. It was just weird, man. Her I don't even want to talk about it, man. It's just, it made me feel weird. It's like, wow, I felt bad for saying those things about her. It's just like, she was like, almost like gushing. I was like, lady, calm down. She was like,
this is the woman who said that several people in the truth community are pornographers, kitty pornographers.
Yes, yeah. And so she gets on there and she's trying to refute me and she's trying to make fun of me or something like that. And she said a couple things, but it was like, you could tell, dude. It's weird. She's got a crush on me or something, dude. It's just weird, man.
You have to send me a link.
Yeah, I will. I mean, I was just kind of uncomfortable watching it. I was like, oh my gosh. I wanted to, apologize. And you know what I mean? Yeah, she's the one that was wrong. I was the one to apologize, just because I kind of felt for her. But,
this woman needs Jesus.
Yeah, she needs something, that's for sure.
So back to the alien thing. What I recently saw on Joe Rogan's is a woman who is a journalist, like a real journalist, not like your contemporary journalism where people working for one of 6 corporations just report on whatever Rupert Murdoch or fucking Ted Turner tell them to, or George Soros. Right. Talking about actual journalists who had connections with former Department of Defense and CIA type guys and stuff like that. Somebody can correct me if I'm giving any of the information wrong.
Okay.
Because I'm drinking.
Right. I got you.
But this woman says that she has on authority from somebody who witnessed these things in 1947. What happened in 1947? And
what are you asking me? What happened in 1947?
Yeah,
fucking everything, dude. I wrote a book about it. I mean, what didn't happen in 1947? I mean, you got UFOs, you got NSA, you got.
Well, the first thing you named is really significant.
Yeah, UFOs.
So in Roswell, in 1947, a UFO crash landed, and it got the whole nation in an uproar, and the U.S. released it as such. And then they recanted that, and they said, we were wrong.
It was an air balloon.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
It was a weather balloon. And so, what this woman talked with guys who were directly involved, and the story is that what had happened over Roswell on that day was Stalin sent a I don't know what you'd call it, like a cargo ship plane into our airspace and deployed this craft with some not genetically. She kept slipping with that word too. I wonder if it was a Freudian thing. Maybe there's something there. She knows.
Yeah.
But she said basically that what they had done was some surgical procedures on some handicapped children.
I've heard this.
And that vessel was dropped from another plane into the New Mexico desert in 1947.
I've heard that.
And that it was Stalin.
Yeah.
Because shit, I knew when I was listening. There goes the alcohol, man.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard that. I don't have enough information to really have an opinion on it. But yeah, I've heard that before. I mean,
so people did see these things. You know, there were people that saw them.
Yeah.
And they were humanoid, but they weren't human. Right. And that's because there were some procedures done on these poor retards.
Exactly.
And then Area 51 was so named because it was founded in 1951. She even went through Bob Lazar's testimony and why he might have been genuine about the things he thought he saw, and genuine in believing that he was reverse engineering some technology, but it came from Russia. You know.
Oh, even the stuff that he was looking at came from Russia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would believe that.
Well, I mean, especially with this Tartarian erasure, isn't that compelling?
Yes.
That we would see some high technology come from Tartaria.
That's right.
In the primary country that's working on erasing it.
Right, and so Tartaria was apparently over there in Russia somehow.
Well, I mean, the bulk of it.
Okay, this is what I was looking for here. I'm gonna show this to you on the on our little deal.
Do it.
You're gonna trip out. Okay, this is gonna prove that's like we're living in some type of virtual reality or something. Cause okay, I'm on our Skype. Oh yeah, here we go. I'm gonna whatever, not chat, but send you a text. Yeah. So. Done this very much. Type message here. Let's see. So what I'm. There. Here we go. Let's see. I'm sending you a picture. Oh, okay. Here we go. Oh man, you're gonna fucking flip out, dude. Oh, there it is. Yep. Boom.
Am I supposed to see something?
Do you see a picture of a chick?
No, it's just me and you, bro.
Oh well, look at your chat. Look at our our text. There's a texting on Skype. You can pull it up. I mean, it's right there on the screen. You just have to make it show up.
I mean, searching conversation.
Oh, you mean like where you and me were talking? Oh, wait. Oh, maybe. Oh, you know what? Maybe I didn't press send yet. Hold on. Oh, wait. Oh, there you go. I can send it now.
There you go. Oh, what's this? What?
That's proof, dude, that we're living in some type of virtual reality. I'm way too ugly for her. I mean, what the hell's going on, dude?
She's fine as fuck, but what's up with her arm?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen her. What about her arm?
Does it look weird?
Oh, and I didn't notice that. I mean, it looks like a loose shirt or something, and her hair is dyed and everything.
Over on the left of the image. Dude, that bitch is
Oh,
fine, bro.
it almost looks like a werewolf has his hand around her shoulder or something, doesn't it?
Yeah!
Wow. Well, that's weird. I never noticed that. I guess it's just her hair, though.
Yeah.
But still.
Yeah, she's a good looking chick.
Yeah.
Is she cool? She's alright?
Well, I mean, I hadn't met her in person yet, but there's been other chicks. I mean, it's just weird, dude. It's just fucking weird, man. It doesn't make sense, really.
It's weird trying to get to know chicks, man. I don't know. I'm about to give up, man. That I meet online anyway.
Oh yeah, well I mean,
everybody, we all grew up on Kool-Aid, bro.
Oh yeah,
we're all a bunch of Kool-Aid guzzling idiots. And it's just a sad situation, bro, for the world.
Yeah, we're getting hyper sexualized. But now let me show you. I'll show you this picture here. And this is a chick that I've spent time with her and everything. This chick, she kind of thinks she's a vampire or something like that, but she owns a business. And I mean,
I kind of think she's a vampire or something like that.
It's kind of weird, isn't it?
It was a great comment, man.
Oh, thank you. Okay, check this out. Look at that, dude. I'm like giving her massages and stuff like that. I mean,
I like the other one better. She's more honest.
Yeah,
that werewolf farm girl. Yeah, I want to stick my dick in that.
6 feet tall, dude. I'm like 5'9". She's 6 feet tall. I was like, she asked me if I like tall chicks, and then when I got around her, I realized, wow, she's really tall.
This last one you showed me?
Yeah, the dark-haired one, yeah.
You know, I bet, poor thing, those gargantuan women probably have a hard time finding a dude that doesn't feel
not if they look
some
like
kind
that. I don't know. She does, I think, have some maybe social awkwardness. You know, she's been getting down there or something, or not, you know, getting out enough or something. Maybe she likes to stay at home too much, but I don't know. You know. Okay.
Yeah, I bet. I don't know, man. I don't know if I would think that. Yeah, I don't know. I would think that a taller chick would maybe feel uncomfortable about being so tall that she needs a little extra loving.
Yeah. Oh,
they all need a little extra loving. I feel like the alcohol is talking.
Hey, well, check this out. So looking at all this stuff on YouTube, you know, and YouTube Creators Academy or whatever, you know, all this stuff. And they're talking about monetizing it and doing all this stuff. And they got stuff where you can monetize and, you know, crowdfunding and then, you know, memberships and all this stuff. It's to certain YouTube channels. I was thinking, yeah, I'll look into that. I was really humbled. I started and I saw what the requirements for having a YouTube channel like that. You've got to have 30,000 subscribers.
Ooh.
I was like, oh.
So what kind of channel?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be busting 1,000 here probably pretty soon. I mean, I'm already well over 700, but 30,000? Are you fucking kidding me? It's like,
yeah, you got to be PewDiePie or Owen Benjamin.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just in.
Yo, dude, check this out. So OB, they call him Big Bear. This guy, I don't mean to give him all kinds of. Actually, I do want to give him props because I'm really glad that somebody's doing what he's doing, man. Owen Benjamin, check him out. I didn't mean to endorse shit on your channel. Well, I don't want to take viewers from you, is what I'm saying. Like, y'all still watch me and Ayin, but if you want to see a woke dude on, and it might appear first as kind of a normie level because some of the stuff he's on is conservative versus left, you know. But it's the wave that's predominant in our culture right now. Like, it's something that needs to be discussed and addressed.
I'm not really following you.
Well, I guess his home, like I said, the dude's a comedian. He worked in Hollywood. He's performed at the Grammys on multiple occasions, right next to Bryan Cranston, all kinds of big names. You know, he's rubbed lapels with the best of them, and he realized it's all satanic and got the fuck out of there. And he's living in the woods, raising his family, and talking about Jesus, but in a real down-to-earth way, in a really refreshing way, like somebody like me would if I was as articulate as him, and funny, and a lot of Jew bashing, a whole lot of Jew bashing.
That's funny.
He calls them the men in little hats.
The what?
He said the men in little hats.
The men with little hats. Yeah.
Yeah. And because they run Hollywood.
Oh yeah. Oh.
You know what I'm saying? And that's not anti-Semitic to say. That's just